Okay, came down early this morning into this mine, the slope mine that goes back to around 1895, and we've had to descend down about 500 feet just to get out of this fog. All up above there is just heavy layers of fog when you come in, and so you have to come down about this far before the fog dissipates. All the lenses of the lights, cameras, everything, just completely covered up. So going to be heading down towards the bottom here. And like I said, this is an old slope mine that goes back to about 1895, and they reopened it several times. You can see they left the rails intact. So like I said, this is the main slope. The ceiling is about a good 35, 40 feet high. And so coming down, right there was the remains of a work header. So about every 60, 70 feet, there are work headers on the left and right, all the way to the water line. So to get down to the bottom, it's about, in the length that you can go, it's about 1,300 feet in length. So Mr. Boggs has already gone down ahead of me, checking some stuff out. So I just had to take a break here, man, to let these lenses clear up. So we're going to be going down here, but it's a very historic mine. All right, we'll get going down the slope. Just a few more minutes. Okay, we've come down dropped another 500 feet down on this slope. So you've got the water up ahead. So what we're going to be doing is going off through this work header here. And yeah, the water's really up, man. Could be 200 feet plus, it looks like. But anyway, quite a precipitous drop down the slope, man. It's steep. So you can see it's not easy to traverse all these rocks. And get a miner shovel there, and you actually got a minecart wheel right there. Very good shape too. So we'll get across this and get into that work header. All right, this is just another view from the other side of the slope right here. And it's kind of hard to tell at this angle with the lens how steep this slope is going down. That's about a good 32 to 37 degree down angle, which is pretty steep. But this is looking back into one of the old work headers that we're going to check out. And so having to take another break because of it is so humid. There's a lot of air ventilation, but it is just so humid that you just have to stop and let your lenses defog, glasses, everything clear up. But anyway, very historic mine. It's not often that you get to see a mine where they left the rails intact. So usually when they closed the mine, they took those up. So, all right, we'll take a few minutes more break, and we'll head on and check some of these work headers out. Okay, so Mr. Boggs is in one header up above me. So what we're going to do is just try to parallel each other, save a little time. Check out two of these work headers at one time. So these go for quite a distance. Up ahead you've got some timber supports, and just to the right of the timber supports is where the minecart rails would have been. So got some water buildup down there. It's amazing those are still standing. All right, so he's up ahead of me. So let me clear all this obstruction and see if I can make it around over there. Okay, Mr. Box, he came back and joined up with me. Just got through laying some glow sticks. So this work header heads out for about 1,000 feet. So about every 100, 150 feet, I always make a point to drop glow sticks for safety purposes. So going to get up over this rise, probably drop another one, and try to catch up with Mr. Box. Okay, didn't see the need to film anything because there was nothing to see walking over a lot of shale. But there's another glow stick. We've traversed another 300 or 400 feet. So this is opened up to where you can see the remains of where the cross ties were, minecart rails, wooden timber supports. So this section's in excellent shape. So these workings go back to the early 1900s right here. So and what they did is just threw up shale, rock, gobbing to make a crude wall right here. So I'm going to proceed on. Mr. Box is just ahead of me. I was wondering what that looks like. The remains of the outer section of a minecart wheel right there. Probably is. Now those things broke. They just took them off and chunked them to the side. But all right. Got another one right there. Well, there's a section of rail. So, all right. So they hollowed this out right here. So this actually went all the way over there, and they just hauled this out for all the ore. That's about a good 25, 30 foot thick ore seam. And of course that is what they were after. So going to try to drop down over here, either here or over here. Well, I'm not sure, but anyway, I'd say a look back right there. All right, and we'll try to either get down over on this side or just go drop down here and go straight ahead. All right, dropped another glow stick there. And they worked this section. So you can just see that's about a good 45 feet from the bottom to the roof right there. There's more haulage ways, work headers, everything. Pretty impressive, man. I mean, they mined the heck out of this section. So I'll probably get down over here. I hear Mr. Box. Oh, there's his light. It's right over there. So I'm probably going to check this section out right here, but very impressive, man. There he is. Hey, did you go this way?
Yeah, I was checking out the mule stable.
Yeah. All right. Are you down there? Where it's at?
It's just
Okay.
that way.
All right.
You can get to it up there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna head this way. There's the remains of a mule stable where Mr. Box is. So that's one of the things we wanted to come and check and see. So, all right. Let me head over this way. All right. Got rail sections remains, rail splits right there. About 120 years old plus. All right. All right, we're gonna head over this way. Give you a little size comparison right there. You got some rail remains. That's where the minecart rails were. You can see the remains of the rotted cross ties. Like I said, man, it just splits into a giant passageways, man. I mean, got excellent lights and they don't even do the trick. All right, I had to take a break, switch out some batteries, and switch to a different camera. The other camera is excellent, but the lenses, man, they just kept getting fogged up. So, hopefully this will be a little bit brighter right here. All right. So I've got a lot of rail line remains here. All right. This leads into the upper levels of this mine. And this area, right down there where the light is, this is where the mule stables were, the remains of them. There's nothing much left, but sometimes if you look around on the ground, you can find a lot of mule and horseshoes everywhere. So Mr. Box is headed up in this direction. So, and I'm going to go up there in a little while and join it, but I'm going to have a look around here. So you hear that water dripping and see the water, it's an underground aquifer. So you got plenty of rail remains there. Oh, there he is. You can take a look right there. Those are all mule and horseshoe prints right there. Some miners' footprints, 120 years old plus, right there. Got probably the remains of a water pipe. Very impressive mine. All right, we'll have a look around here for a little bit more. A lot of rotted timber supports. Remains of a can or a bucket right there. Part of a flange pipe. All right. We may go check that out later, but I'll turn around and head back up and check some more of these other sections right here. Nice sections rail. He's even still has the joiners right there. All right, well, we'll head on up here in just a few minutes. All right, advanced a little way up this auxiliary slope here. They had a interior slope in this mine, so that's why you see the minecart tracks coming off the slope. So this is interesting. These are the remains of mule shoes right here, just sunk down in the mud, frozen. So you got the minecart rails here. And you look right through this gap they made and look right down into the lower section right here. All right, we'll advance up here a little bit more. Okay, came back from that area. Didn't really feel like climbing to that upper level. So that's a look back down the auxiliary slope. So Mr. Box is headed up the slope here, remains of it. So I'll go up there and see if I can catch up with him. But it's a very remarkable mine, man. But you come in and do something this far underground, you know, you've got to leave a good path of glow sticks in case of an emergency. Find your way back out. Anyway, we'll head on back up there. Okay, progressing on up the slope here. It's quite a walk up, and right there, I thought that is a section of the intact rail line. That's an intact rail section of the slope right there. You got some remains of cross ties right there. So you've got a completely different large work header. So we're going to keep going up this way. All right, that's looking back down the auxiliary slope. Of course, that keeps going up. But this is another work header. You see there's remains of rail lines. That's probably remains of a compressor line, air compressor line. So that's pretty neat. They left these minecart rails still intact, at least right there. And you can just see how big this is. That's about, from where I'm at, that's over 100 feet up there through that big gaping hole. So pretty amazing, man, what these guys did. Just one big giant gallery. If you don't know what you're doing, you get lost in here forever. All right, we'll go and continue on up this way. Got a section of rail just hanging out in the air there. I mean, they just hollowed this out for that ore. I mean, that's looking up at about a 45-degree angle right here, almost straight up. You can see a section of rail just hanging out in space. Another one right there leaned up. Good night, man. Drill marks. Whew. That's just a huge, wide open pit beyond the shell pile there. Whew. Wow, man. May check that out over there. Just keeps going up, man. It'll go up for quite a ways. That's a look way back down. I would take a look over here. All right, just check that area out over there. There's nothing really of substance right there. But I'm going to take a break right here. Got the remains of a rail coming out. And this you don't see every day. This is, I believe, is what they call a horse bridle or horse harness. It goes over the horse or mule's head right there. Or around his neck, I believe. But that is way over probably 120 years old. Leather. Don't see that too often, or if any, in a mine. You find the horseshoes and stuff, but man, very rare to see something leather. Leather. And right here is, you've got a, still in one piece, a wooden man-way out sign right here. This auxiliary slope also served as an escapeway. So this was also a route they brought the mules, but don't see that too often. I don't want to pick it up. It's fragile, but that's impressive. Still got the paint right there where a miner painted that. So it probably would have been pointing straight up this way. So this is a good place to take a break, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Mr. Bonks has gone way up ahead of me. So he's on his own for a little while. I am taking a much needed break. Okay, took a well-deserved break. Got to stay hydrated. A lot of dust particles are floating around. Man, you just got to stay hydrated. Have your snack bar or something. But anyway, that's continuing on up the slope, and Mr. Box he's gone somewhere up there, but I'll catch up to him. I'm just playing like a turtle today, man. I'm taking it slow and easy. But anyway, there's a good breeze coming down here. I may It may be his lights or something. But anyway, we'll go ahead and head on up there a little ways more. All right, the slope is back that way. Connecting up with Mr. Box. He is exploring one of the big work headers here. What he's got is an intact rail system with the rail connector, split rail system. So go down there and take a look at it. A lot of pipes, a lot of rotted timber supports, but that is a cool find by Mr. Box. Right there. Yeah, it's rare to see that. Man, that is one long way up. Man, it just feels like in a canyon.
Yeah.
Wow. There's another level way up above us, over 100 feet high. All right. Yeah, don't get to see that too often. Okay, there are still just many, many more sections of this mine up above us. We're looking about almost, if you're looking at a clock, about a 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock angle going up. And we're pretty exhausted. I think this may be the last section we're going to check out, and we're going to start making. It's a long way back. But this will wear you out real quick. But you know, that's almost straight up right there. That hole goes up into another work passageway. So that right there is one of the biggest support pillars I've ever seen. I mean, that right there is textbook material. So, all right, taking a break. I'm waiting for the shuttle to come by. I don't think it's ever going to come by, though. But anyway, we'll finish up and we'll head back out this way. Okay, we're fixing to pull out and head back, but it's pretty shocking. That is basically looking almost straight up, and can't tell, but through that hole there are rail lines right there hanging out in the air. Oh, you got a bat? Oh yeah, there he is. So it's this is Mr. Box went all the way up there. He said it's just as big as this, but this is as far as I think I'm going to go, and he said the same thing, because we have got a long walk back underground. So, all right, just thought I'd video that for a little comparison in the canyon. Yeah, see, we put all that there as a protest. Yeah, we're protesting, want better wages. All right, we're going to start the long walk back here in a minute. So this is the route we're going to take to get on back out of here. You can just see the size comparison with Mr. Box. So, all right, we're going to head back this way to the main slope. But this has been a great underground field trip to see all this. Frozen in time, man. It's a whole different world underground. All right, keep heading on this way. Okay, we have made it back. Mr. Box actually paralleled one below me and made it out, which was impressive. So, looks like the fog has let up a little bit here. We've been taking a break because we've got a long climb out. But anyway, just an excellent underground field trip to get over to that auxiliary slope and look at the remains of where the mule stables were. And anyway, didn't really find too much, anything really of spectacular interest, but the mine itself is very historic. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get on up out of here. And but that was a good underground field trip. And I guess until the next one.